So guys, arena points have recently reset, and in today's video I want to go over the best way to get into Champions Division in this new season. This new update had the preseason, which was a big issue for a lot of players. A lot of people wanted to hop right into the arena action. However, sadly, we were forced to go through a preseason. But now that it's over, we're going to be able to easily get to champs, and in today's video, you guys should take all of these tips and be able to get there with no difficulty. Be sure to use code Sonata YT in the Fortnite item shop if you guys do want to support me. Let's hop right into this video. So first off, I want to go over the best game mode in order to get to champs. So obviously there's going to be 3 game modes. There's going to be solos, duos, and trios. For each of these game modes, the point system is going to be a little bit different. They're going to have different starting amounts of kill points, and the kill points are going to be going down and down as you rank up into the higher divisions. So to start off, I'd recommend that the duo format is probably going to be the best for getting out of Opens League. This is just because the hype per kill is much higher, and you're going to be getting a lot more points combined with the hype and the placement points that you get from these games. I'd recommend you guys play duos out of Opens League, but then once you're in the low contenders league areas, I'd recommend you decide to switch to trios. And then pretty much keep trios for the rest of the entire time. Solos really isn't that good in terms of getting arena points at the fastest rate possible. Trios is by far the best for overall arena point gaining, so I'd recommend you pretty much stick with trios the entire time. As you rank up in trios, obviously the kill elimination points are going to go down, but the placement points are going to stay exactly the same, which is going to help you out a lot. Now I'm going to be going over each different sector of points and how you need to play throughout each one. So to start off, let's go over the 0 to 2,000 point threshold. This is a place where you're going to have to be W keying. You're definitely going to have to play aggressive and just get high kill games in order to succeed. I'm going to recommend that you guys land in hot drop POIs such as Tilted Towers, Greasy Grove, Reality Falls. Basically anywhere you can go in order to find the most people and get the most kills is where I'd recommend you land. You need to land at these POIs in order to get your fighting skill really good. Once your fighting skill is good, you're able to W key the entire lobby and play out the entire game, in turn winning the game with a lot of kills, which is going to give you the most amount of hype possible. There's really no way around that. You just need to get a bunch of kills and a lot of points from the placement, and then you're going to be climbing through your ranks of arena fast. I would also recommend that you guys not worry about rotations and boxing up for zone as much. Just W key your way through these lobbies, and you're definitely going to be in Contenders Division soon. Now going from the 2,000 to 3,750 point threshold, I'd recommend that you guys still try to W key, still try to get a bunch of kills, and then try to win the game off of placement. And I'd also recommend you guys still try to land at hot drops, but the important part is that you make sure you make it off spawn. This is the point in the arena journey basically where you're going to be finding people that are good players, but that are just at the same skill level as you in terms of arena points. They're going to be good players that have not made it to champs yet, so they're going to be fighting you in your lobbies. And these people can really mess up not only your physical game, but your mental game. They can most definitely mess up your guys' mechanics, make you salty, make you tilted. Anything that these people do, especially them being good players, it's probably going to tilt you, and you need to very carefully plan around it. This point threshold is by far the one that I see the most players stuck in sometimes, especially if you're not very good. This is the point threshold you need to get out of in order to level jump as a player. I see primarily non-competitive players that are trying to get into competitive playing in here. And if you listen to the tips of getting better at fighting, winning games off placement, but also still landing hot drops, and making sure that you stay alive during the early game, you're definitely going to climb out of this rank. Now the next point threshold is going to be 3,750 points to 5,000 points. Now I would recommend you guys start landing at less contested drops. Maybe less contested named locations. These places are going to help you have people who are good players. However, you're going to have less of them in a smaller area. I would still recommend you start to keep people as much as you feel comfortable with, and play to the lobby if it helps. So if you're in a lobby and it's a bit more stacked, maybe play a bit more passive. Try to rotate a bit more, try to play for endgame a bit more. However, if you're in a lobby where there's 20 people in the third zone, just W key your way through the rest of that lobby. Win the game, move on, play again. Pretty much anything you do to maximize your point threshold, it should definitely include getting tons of kills and getting tons of placement points per game. Now the 5,000 through 7,500 point threshold is the final one. This is going to be the home stretch of you guys getting into the Champions Division. This is where you should start landing at your drop spots for the season if you feel uncomfortable landing at these hot drops. However, if you feel fine landing at these hot drop POIs, just keep landing there, man. You can get tons of kills, tons of placement points, pretty much everything you need you can get from those drop spots. I'd recommend that you just focus on maximizing your points. Whether this is placement or you're a great W keyer, you need to maximize the amount of points that you can get in a certain amount of small time. This is going to help you out greatly in the long run, especially when you're trying to get past that 7,500 point threshold. Obviously, Epic Games did change the arena system a little while back at the start of Chapter 3, and since it changed so much, a lot of people haven't been getting to champs because they need to get more points than they used to need before. Epic Games tried to make getting to champs a bit harder. However, rather than making it harder, they just made it a longer process. It's pretty much the same skill difficulty. If not, these games are actually a little bit easier simply because people don't know this map as well as they do the Chapter 2 map. So you definitely need to consider playing around that and getting as many points as possible. And if you follow all of these tips for these specific point thresholds, you're definitely going to be making it to champs. Anyways guys, that is the video on how to get to Champions Division. I know it was a shorter video, however I wanted to get this out for you guys as quickly as possible. You guys don't really need a long heartfelt explanation as to how and why to get to Champs, but I really do hope that you guys learned something from this video. If you did, consider leaving a comment down below and letting me know. But that's about it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.